everybody. It is Saturday Night Live. Welcome to the program. Welcome to Saturday night. You are here. You have made it to the end of another week. Yes, you did. Adele and Dazzle are here. It's treat time, Dazzle. I'm just saying, it's treat time. Welcome to Saturday Night Live, the end of week 55, 56. You guys have knocked it out of the park. Knocked it. Boom. I don't think they'll have me batting for anybody soon, but hey, you knocked it out of the park. I hope all is well in Michigan, Adele. I hope things are good with you on this Saturday Night Live. It was another beautiful day in New England, but you can tell some cooler weather's coming in, a little bit cooler. You can feel it out there tonight. We were just sitting outside having dinner outside at the table, and you can feel the breeze coming in with some cooler weather. But it is good to have you all here. Hey, Rick, how are you on vacation with the family? Those family pictures have looked great. It is great to have you all here tonight. Great to have you on Saturday Night Live at the end of week 55, 56. A nice day in Michigan. That means I've got nice days coming. That's, you and Kitty are a couple days ahead of me. So that means we have nice weather coming after this storm comes through. Hey, Kitty, how are you? Yes, we're supposed to get some rain tomorrow. The mules and the mojitos. That's okay. Make me jealous, Rick. Make me jealous. I am jealous. But you and the family have a great time. You look like you guys looked like you were doing very, very well in some of the pictures that showed up in my feed. Happy Saturday, Kitty. What is great in your world today? What's everybody grateful for on this Saturday night? Thank you, Cassandra, for posting the YouTube link. In case Facebook goes wonky on us, you can always switch over to the YouTube. We're streaming on both. Somehow they got me on two cameras. I've always thought I had a face that was good for radio, but they've got me on two cameras. Nice. Well, I'm glad it cleared up by the afternoon. Hopefully that clearing brought the shoppers in. And with the rain stopping, the shoppers flooded in, hopefully. That is what I hope. I know they were out in our stores today, which is good. I was happy to see them out there. Well, let me rephrase that. I had it on the camera. I'm sitting here. I was over there. But yes, the register was ringing today, which was good. I always like the register ringing. That always makes me a happy camper. But well, actually, technically, I was at the stores very, very early this morning. I was at before the sun rised. I was at the stores doing some stuff, and then I was back at the desk. So a good ending to week 55, 56, depending on how you're counting it. Depending on how you're counting, week 55, 56 is in the books, and it was good. So that is grateful. I'm grateful to have you all here as we close out this week tonight. As we close it out, and I've got, Rick's got the mojitos and the mules, which sound good, but I've got alcohol-infused cupcakes. I'm just saying, alcohol-infused cupcakes on the other side of this show tonight. On the other side of this show is alcohol-infused cupcakes. So this may be a faster show, I'm just saying. Hey, Barb, great to have you with us in Pittsburgh. Great to have you with us. Hope all is well. That is a good problem. That is a problem, Kitty, but it's a good problem. People at weekends are coming back in business. Okay. I mean, throughout this pandemic, the weekends have just been another day. I mean, they really have. But in the last month, the return of the weekend business has really started to take hold in numbers I'm seeing nationwide. and what I'm seeing in each and every one of your guys' numbers nationwide, the weekend is starting to come back, and you're still having good days during the week. So this is some good stuff. This is positive direction, positive feeling. People are getting the shots. One of our managers got her shots today. Another employee got them yesterday. I mean, this is good. This is good thing. Next week we get Cassandra and I get our second shot. So I mean, we are on the path. We are on the path to recovery. We are heading in the right direction. So we will keep an eye on it. But the future is bright. So bright. It's pink. The future is pink. I'm just saying. That's great. I mean, it's been strong. I mean, I can't complain. I can't complain about sales. I'm cautiously optimistic is how I would view it. You still don't know what tomorrow's going to bring during this, and but each day gets a little bit better, a little bit stronger for sales, and that's what I'm seeing from people in most parts of the country. Overwhelmingly, I am seeing that. So that is good and very, very encouraging. So very, very encouraging. So. Well, let's get this started with the Good Morning, Good Night book. The Good Morning, Good Night book is how we start this program every night. Tonight, we are on page 62 if you're following along in the book. Good morning. I don't know how to tell you this, but you're not perfect. Actually, that's how I tell you. You're not perfect. You never will be. You keep growing and messing up and learning, and your quirks become strengths. You are so much better than perfect. Boom. There you go, people. There is your good morning today. Well, there's a lot going on. I'm sorry that we got kicked off last night, but there's a lot happening out there. Hey, Julie Jankowitz is with us at the end of week 55, 56. Hey, Julie, great to have you here tonight. I hope all is well in your world. If not, repeat. I mean, if it's good, repeat. And repeat the street. I don't know. I'm just making stuff up as I go along, Julie. Gap is designing and this is interesting. So, and you'll hear why in a second. Gap is designing a fulfillment system to prioritize its most valuable customers. Gap is designing a delivery fulfillment system based on customer loyalty, prioritizing its most valuable lifetime customers. And that's a really interesting part of this. So lifetime value. What is your lifetime value to Gap, to Starbucks? What is the lifetime value of your customer? How long do you keep a customer? How many times a year do they shop? What is their lifetime value, their LTV? And Gap is designing a fulfillment system to take care of their most valuable customers. Under the system, delivery speeds will be tiered as gold, silver, and bronze to optimize the speed of delivery fulfillment based on our best customers and manage fulfillment cost effectively. And they, they've already said they met the on-time delivery of approximately 130 million products in 2020. So, Gap's online sales had a 54% year-over-year growth. So it's interesting how they're doing it, and you will be prioritized by lifetime value. Lifetime value, people. That's where it's at. The 20%. Well, hang on. I'm going to come up and if you want to think about what I'm going to talk about tonight, one of my questions tonight, I'm sure I'm going to get to it tonight, is are you part of the 30%? Are you part of the 30%? Give that some thought of what I'm going to come up with to ask whether you're part of the 30%. Facebook ran ads for a fake Clubhouse for PC. You know, Clubhouse is the new social networking site, and they ran ads for a fake Clubhouse for PC app, and it was completely planted with malware, completely bad stuff on it, and cyber criminals were behind it, and but at the same time that was actually going on, Facebook is testing their own version of a Clubhouse app called Hotline. It is a mashup. Hotline will be a mashup of Clubhouse and Instagram Live. So Hotline is what Facebook is testing to compete with Clubhouse. It allows creators to speak to an audience who can then ask questions through either text or audio. Unlike Clubhouse, creators can opt to turn their cameras on for the event instead of being audio only. It is kind of interesting. So I mean, these networking apps and how they go is interesting. Costco's sales rose 17.6% in March. 17.6% in March, which is pretty impressive when that's year-over-year growth. So you have pandemic March last year, pandemic March, okay, and they beat pandemic March by nearly 20%. Okay, that is some astounding growth. And online grew 57.5%. So, I mean, they are growing by leaps and bounds. And they are also, and I know everybody, all the men in this group, all the men who tune in are going to be excited about this. Costco is reopening their food courts as restriction loosens. And they're bringing back fan favorite items like the churro. The churro is coming back. But the food courts, are a ice cream, smoothies, and churros are back on the menu, and they're adding back tables and chairs. And it's because the food court is an entryway. It brings people to the store, believe it or not. People go to the store for food court items. It gets people in, and it keeps people in the store longer. So the Costco food court, you know, the $1.50 hot dog and soda, it keeps people in the store. And Costco even says it is key to the chain strategy of making the in-store experience appealing over e-commerce to members. It's still important to get people physically in the store. Brick and mortar is not going away. And the $1.50 hot dog and soda combo hasn't changed in price. $1.50 for the hot dog and soda hasn't changed in price since they launched it in 1985. The Costco founder, Jim Senegal, once was quoted, "If you raise the price of the effing hot dog, I'll kill you. Figure it out. Figure it out." So $1.50, but that is the key. They look at that food court as key to bringing people into the store and keeping them there. Hey, Jennifer, great to have you here. You know, who isn't seeing it key to the store is McDonald's. McDonald's is closing hundreds of its Walmart's restaurants. McDonald's is leaving the Walmarts, hundreds of them. They're keeping it in a few. They're gonna leave around 150 in Walmarts. And they have been in Walmarts for 30 years. And they are closing low volume stores. There were at one point roughly 1,000 McDonald's restaurants inside Walmart stores. And Subway, which is another big one with stores and Walmarts, is also going to be closing massive amounts of stores inside Walmart, because that's not where it's happening for them. It is not the draw that it once was. They need to be the places with drive-thrus and quick pickup. Hey, Kath, great to have you here. Thank you for coming tonight. Oh, Kath, you gotta stop by. So, Kath, while you're in Naples, make sure you visit Jennifer's store, both the clothing and furniture store. It is a great stop when you're in Naples. Visit Yvonne Garza at AVOW for a great not-for-profit experience. Their store is amazing. There's lots of great stuff in Naples. And yes, Jennifer, that right there. Call her. Call Jennifer. Just give her a ring. And what's more, in Naples, there's great places to eat. I got to tell you, there are great places to eat in Naples. Lake Park Diner, I'm just saying. Lake Park Diner, the LPD. Look it up. It's not your grandma's diner, Kath. I'm just saying. Lake Park Diner. Levi Strauss. Levi's. You got your Levi's on? Levi Strauss wants to capitalize on commercial vacancies as it expands its brick and mortar footprint. Levi will be expanding, is looking to capitalize on commercial vacancies as it expands its footprint. Oh, yeah. Well, there's great. Oh, Kath, there is so much great resale down there. I mean, Jennifer is obviously amazing, but and eating, you can eat your way through Naples. Oh, the food I could eat in Naples. Levi Strauss wants to capitalize on the vacancies and will increase its store count by about 25%. In order to boost its direct-to-consumer operations and have more brick and mortar stores. And it represents a huge opportunity for Levi's. The CEO says it represents a huge opportunity, especially with the real estate tsunami that is happening right now. Real estate tsunami that is happening right now. There are opportunities out there, people. There are opportunities. Michelle, how are you? You're here. End of week 55, 56. So proud of you. Hang on. I'm dropping things here. What did I do with my water? I need some water. All right. And, okay. I asked you about this one, whether you knew what I was talking about with the 30%. Anybody know what I'm talking about with, are you part of the 30%? There's 30% more of these than there was a year ago. There's 30% more of these than there was a year ago. You like this one on me, Michelle? This is a new one. I got it when I got my shoes the other day. It was on clearance. Nobody wanted it. They couldn't give it away. My kind of deal. Thank you, Michelle. I'm glad you like this color on me. I don't know that Michelle is part of the 30%, but her boyfriend might be. There are 30% more billionaires than there was a year ago. There are 30% more billionaires than there was a year ago. And, it does match my store colors. It is cutie pink. That's why I thought I could pull it off. 30% more billionaires than there was a year ago. Okay, during a pandemic-filled year, billionaires grew by 30%. And I don't share this story. Now, some of you are getting mad at me, like, the heck with the one percenters. Truly wishes she was in that 30%. Okay? And I share this not to pick on the billionaires. Okay? Not to pick on the billionaires. And in reality, okay, that 30% represents about 500 new billionaires, a little more than 500 new billionaires. So in quantity, it's not that many, but that's a lot of billions. Okay, I mean, that's a lot of billions. It's funny. I was talking to one of my landlords, and he's down in Naples and everything, and he's like, billionaires down here are just a dime a dozen. You can just spit and hit a billionaire, or somebody that thinks they're a billionaire. Because he was down in Naples, since we're talking about Naples tonight. But I didn't share that story to make anybody feel like, why am I not a billionaire? I shared it, okay, because I would say more of you are in the 30%, okay? What's the right way to word this? Probably way more than 30% of you, okay? If I were to get out my calculator and actually do the numbers by what I know of your guys' numbers, because I am the keeper of everyone's numbers. But you guys are on so much better financial footing, okay? More than 30% of you are on better financial footing than you were a year ago. You got a kick in the teeth last year. You got a wicked kick in the teeth. I mean, you got kicked and you got knocked down and you stood up, okay? You got a financial reckoning. And because of that, okay, it's almost like, you've heard stories of depression parents. And I mean that depression era parents that grew up in that time frame that were ultra savers. You have become more scrappy, more resourceful. You're doing more with less. Your balance sheet looks better than it did a year ago. You are in that 30%, okay? You're still standing. Your business is still standing, okay? If you are watching this program, you are overwhelmingly in that 30%, okay? I know there are still, and that's not to say that there still aren't struggles. I'm not diminishing the struggles that we're still working through as we navigate our way out of this pandemic. But your balance sheets, your income statement are so much stronger because you got kicked in the teeth. You got busted up, man. We all did. We got busted up. And we built back better. We built back stronger. Okay, and as part of that, you became better at cash management. And, so you are part of the 30%. I would argue that we're part of the 80%. Okay, 80% of the businesses that tune in here are stronger than they were a year ago. At least 3 out of 4 are. And have a stronger footing. Oh my God, Facebook. I'm going to kill you, Facebook. I think like right at the 23-minute mark, you do me in, Facebook. I'm gonna bust up Facebook. But you are stronger, people. You are incredibly stronger. I do not think Facebook wants me to talk for more than 23 minutes. 24 minutes. I think that's when Facebook likes to drop me every night. I don't know why. Facebook does this to me. I wish I knew why Facebook dropped me. But that's why I share that. Not to be like, oh, these billionaires and, they're all a bunch of hoo-ha. I share that story. And the importance of that story Okay. Because it is so important to look at what you have accomplished in this last year, how your business is stronger, how you are on stronger footing than you were a year ago. You are building back better. Your financial picture is stronger than it was a year ago. And that's because you had to get scrappy. Scrappy Doo! Okay, and Scooby Doo. I don't know. I'm making stuff up here. But that is so important. You guys are awesome for that. I am truly excited with that, and that is why I share the story of that, because with what you've done during this year, you can do what you did during this year. Okay, it is not beyond the realm. You are part of that. So you are part of amazing growth in both yourselves personally, professionally, your business, your financial literacy. Okay, this kick in the teeth made you more financially sound, incredibly more financially sound. So I'm proud of you for it. I'm proud of the trip you're taking on it. And that is why I wanted to share that with you. That is why. It's and it's not down with the billionaires. We want to be billionaires. Okay, let us learn how. Let us follow in the path. I mean, not all of us can hook up with a boyfriend like Michelle and have a check billionaire boyfriend. Not all of us can have that. But we got to work on getting there. We're going to work on getting there, people. We are working on getting there, and that is your resiliency during this, and the way you took those. You took these. You took those. You took that kick in the teeth. That kick in the teeth, people. You took it, and you have gone running with it. And so I am. You guys are just amazing. You guys are amazing with that, and where you are going. So this is just the beginning. This is just a stop on your on the path. You guys are rolling along. Yeah, everybody, Facebook, Michelle, just shut me down again. I think Zuckerberg heard me talking about him, and he said, shut that Neil down. Either that, or maybe he didn't like the shirt. Maybe he thought I was going to trash billionaires. I'm not trashing billionaires. I aspire to be a billionaire. And I aspire to continue to be stronger and better than I was before, than I was last year, than I am this year. I want to be stronger and better than I was before. I'm not going to be at the gym. Forget that. You're not going to see me in an Under Armour muscle shirt. That ain't going to happen. But my mind is stronger. My business sense is stronger. My balance sheet is stronger. So these are good things. And I know that many of you have made it to that group because of the ways you have adapted during this. It is not easy. Okay, if it were easy, everybody would do it. If it were easy, everybody could do it. It's not for the faint of heart. It's not for the faint of heart. But with that brings us to tomorrow. You know what tomorrow is? Self-Care Sunday. Self-Care Sunday is the day every week we set aside Self-Care Sunday for you to refill your pitcher. You pour out on everybody all week long. All week long, you're giving and giving and giving and giving. All week long, you give and give and give, okay? And, you have to recharge. You have to refill. You have to, okay? You have to take that moment. A time each and every week. Remember, Sunday is the symbol, okay? Self-Care Sunday is a symbol. But I know some of you got to work in the store on Sunday. Take Tuesday, take Wednesday. Cassandra took last Wednesday and was like, I really like having Wednesdays off. And, we got plans tomorrow. We're going to the grilled cheese restaurant. Support them and have some self-care. We got fancy donuts downstairs to have in the morning. We have some self-care planned for tomorrow. Not all day at the desk. I'd like to finish a little bit that I started that I didn't get finished today, but if not, who cares? It'll get done Monday. Okay, Monday's another day. Okay, self-care Sunday is about taking care of you. Take time for you to recharge. You've got to recharge each and every week. Each and every week you have to recharge. And that's why it's so important. We also have each and every self-care Sunday, we have the recipe of the week. And this week is no different. This recipe, I got to love it. I love it. This is, I think, the second time Kitty has sent in a recipe. And this is her mother's recipe for meatloaf. So, and it was a staple in her house growing up. And I believe the recipe that we had before was from her husband Dave's family that her daughter Sarah published in the 3rd grade cookbook. And I just love recipes that have a story with it. I love recipes that have a story with it. It's an easy recipe. Mother's meatloaf, okay, from Kitty's mother, is this week's Self-Care Sunday recipe of the week. You'll be able to find that recipe later tonight in the NARTS private Facebook group. You'll also be able to find it at narts.org/resalestrong, REC. narts.org/resalestrong, REC. That's where you can find all the recipes of the week, from the last 55, 56 weeks, depending on how you're counting. There is an unbelievable cookbook we've been building there. Unbelievable throughout the pandemic. Everything you need for a meal, from main dishes to appetizers to desserts, everything's there. narts.org/resalestrong, REC. Also over at narts.org/resalestrong is where you find all the files. Everything I talk about, all the files that I reference, everything is there, including a direct link to the YouTube channel. You're not alone running this store, where you can like, comment, subscribe, and yes, most definitely, click on the bell so you know when a new one drops. You can also share narts.org/resalestrong with all your friends in business so we can help everybody get across the finish line. We want to help everybody make it to the other side of this, whether they're a butcher, a baker, a candlestick maker. They're all going with us on the path to the other side. We're going there, people. Yes, we are. I am here live in the NARTS private Facebook group and streaming on YouTube every night at More 8 Than Ish, live in the NARTS private Facebook group. That's where you find me, and on YouTube. But if you have a question in between, you email me, Neil, Neil, at ECIstores.com, Neil at ECIstores.com. We start this program every night with the Good Morning, Good Night book. The Good Morning, Good Night book is how we start this program every night. If you were not here at the top of the program, our good morning tonight is, good morning. I don't know how to tell you this on page 62. Good morning. I don't know how to tell you this, but you're not perfect. You're not perfect. Neither am I. You never will be. You keep growing and messing up and learning, and your quirks become your strengths. You are so much better than perfect. Boom. Our good night tonight is good night. I don't know exactly how to tell you this, but you're not perfect. You never will be. You keep growing and messing up and learning. And today's F-up becomes a turning point once you survive it. Think about anything you've survived, anything that's been a turning point for you. And when we can see it behind you, you leave perfect in the dust. Love you. Keep going. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Neil Abramson. I do like a good party, a wedding, a bar mitzvah, even a COVID's over party. I don't know what kind of party that is, but someday we will party again. We will party in person. But until then, and until tomorrow night at More 8 Than Ish, know that you, but most importantly you, yes, you You're not alone running this store. Have a great night, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow night. It's time for alcohol-infused cupcakes. Who knew? Have a great night. Put that on the next conference list, Adele. Alcohol-infused cupcakes. Have a great night, everybody.